Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, before I get started, giving all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that have taught us this truth and the Ruel. And peace and blessings go out to the hopeful members of the elect, scattered throughout the four winds of the earth, that are in the hopes of receiving salvation during the time of Jacob's trouble, and that believe in the true doctrine that the Heavenly Father is pushing via His servants and prophets, being endowed with the Heavenly Father's secrets, okay? Having the secrets concerning the volume of the book and marrying with what's happening within the current events, the prophecies, okay? And as you can see, the title of this lesson is, When Thou Art Spoiled, What Wilt Thou Do, okay? And this comes from the inspiration of Jeremiah 4:30, married with this article that I have queued up entitled Britons, which is a term as to how you call indigenous people that live in Great Britain, should stock up on torches and candles in case of power cuts, says Doden, okay? And later on says, analog advice given by Deputy PM alongside measures to better prepare UK for future pandemics, disasters, and cyber attacks, okay? And not only is this being advised in the UK, all right, but also over here in Babylon the Great. Why? Because as we measure the time diligently in itself, we're right around the corner of World War III, or known in the scriptures as the War of Armageddon, okay? Where destruction and war is going to take place via the King of Medes, which in today's terms are known as the Russians, all right? Getting in cahoots with these other nations to confound what? Babylon the Great, aka America, man, okay? This is the time that we're living in, where this prophecy that the Heavenly Father has set forth via, like I said earlier, His servants and prophets, is making itself manifest on a physical base, man, all right? Off the mere speech that the Heavenly Father has enticed His men that are fit for His use to proclaim His words, it's starting to be made evident upon the world that the Heavenly Father's words are faithful and true, man, okay? And the main point that I want to bring out in this lesson is just getting the understanding that no other way is going to work but with the Heavenly Father, man, okay? As us brothers have, in tune ourselves with that new movie that just came out on Netflix called Leaving the World Behind, okay? We get insight, so to speak, of the times that are coming down the pipe, okay? Where pursuing the second edge of the 15th chapter, a man, roughly paraphrasing, shall want to enter the city and he's not going to be able to. Why? Because of the order out of chaos that Esau is going to set forth, okay? A destruction that is going to take place within and then orchestrate outside, all right? If I'm not mistaken, the term for that is implosion, okay? But not only are you going to have an implosion, you're going to have a polycrisis, okay? And now when you look up the word polycrisis real quick, I remember the bishops had done a video, if I'm not mistaken, it was a live stream, and they had entitled their lessons real quick. And then we'll jump back to that article and bring out some scriptures, all right? It says, the generally recognized definition of a polycrisis is the simultaneous occurrence of several catastrophic events, okay? And what does that sound like? Matthew 24:6, where the Heavenly Father's Son, Yahweh Shai, gives the disciples the said warning of how the destructions are going to come down the pipe, okay? And what signs to look out for. Real quick, this is Matthew 24:6. It says, and you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And this is what we see happening as we attune ourselves via the World Wide Web, okay? Ukraine fighting against the Russians, all right? Israel against the Palestinians, all right? And much more throughout the four winds of the earth, okay? It says, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All right, and all that is something that we can be that can be seen and has been documented. All right, these past couple months of 2023, man. Okay, the beginning of sorrows is what we've entered into. All right, and very soon the Heavenly Father is finally going to put the Spirit upon Esau. All right, to knock a domino down, which is ultimately going to be the SHIP. All right, which is going to allow the polycrisis to finally take its course, man. Okay, because with these advisories that these officials are giving out to the public, it shows you that something big is about to pop, man. Okay, not only with Esau's predictive programming can we see that, but just walking in the spirit, we can sense something is up, man. All right, right now is not the time to be set on our leads. All right now is our time to continue to lock in. All right, and as a matter of fact, real quick, let me grab Ephesians 5 and 15. It says, see then that you walk circumspectly. Okay, and when you go to the word circumspectly in the blue letter, as a matter of fact, real quick. All right, and this is all in the spirit. I just had I was reading this as it was excuse me, I was reading this as I was at the plantation, and just like the Apostle Racha always says, you got to strike when the iron's hot. So I just wanted to give forth my thoughts regarding the article that I came across regarding people restocking and piling up on goods like waters, candles, radios and things of that nature. Supplies that people need when SHIT is gonna hit the fan. Real quick, let's look up the word circumspectly. It goes back to the Greek 199, akribos. Okay, it says accurately, diligently. Okay, and this is the kind of mindset and walk that we gotta have, especially in these times, man. Okay, where our enemy is doing everything in his ability to come down and destroy our nation with great wrath, because he knows that his time is about to come to an end. Just like it on a hourglass. Only 5 pieces of grain of sand are left in the time of the Heavenly Father. Okay, right, and that's basically the point. But I remember the beloved Apostle Gabar, he always loves breaking down words, and that's something myself I gotta work on. But even understanding the definition of the word circumspectly, all right, the suffix is spect, and what is the root of spect? Looking. Okay, just like the term of spectacles. Okay, it's meaning that you're looking around you at all times, and this is something that we should be doing on a day-to-day basis, man. Not only when we're out in the jungle of wickedness, but on the World Wide Web. Okay, watching these alternative news medias, all right, to get some kind of information to continue to do the duty of a prophet, and that is to warn our people before the said destruction comes. Okay, because the amount of information that is being shown throughout social media is just insane. Okay, just like that one, if I'm not mistaken, it was Ronald Reagan's brother, or Ronald Reagan himself, but they had made the statement of basically regretting not making the internet. Why? Because through the World Wide Web, Esau not only is being made bare, all right, but his plans are being shown. Okay, and the only ones that are truly showing them and proclaiming them throughout the 4 winds of the earth are the servants of prophets. Okay, that are also marrying it with biblical prophecy. Okay, so going back to Ephesians 5 and 15, and by us playing that office, it behooves us more to be circumspect. Okay, because believe you me, we are on Esau's #1 hit list, guaranteed, man. Okay, I did a lesson the other day regarding the story of 2 Kings, the 6th chapter, where Elisha, all right, was giving the king of Israel the heads up and putting him on game towards the plan that the king of Syria was trying to plot to confound our nation, okay? And as the king came to the know that it was Elisha, what did they do? They plotted against Elisha, okay? And that's the same concept, all right, that's ultimately going to be recycled in this generation, all right? And just like the Gospels in Matthew's the 24th chapter, Luke the 21st chapter, Mark the 13th chapter, all right? Before the destruction comes, what's going to happen? A persecution upon those that fear the Heavenly Father, all right? And worship Him. This is what's coming down the pipe, all right? And for you Israelites that are wishy-washy and aren't fully persuaded in your mind, you're going to be one of those that, just like the beloved Apostle Tahar says, man, you're going to take that ship, okay? And when thou art spoiled, matter of fact, let me get that scripture now, man. Jeremiah 4:30, okay? When our people are spoiled and are trodden down underfoot, they're going to be in that spirit of just being confounded, okay? Dumbfounded, all right? This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4. And let me see here. Verse 40. I'm sorry, I said 40. Verse 30. It says, and when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Okay? And that is exactly what's coming down the pipe, man. All right? Do these other nations sending forth their, troops through the borders, all right? They're getting themselves adapted to the way of how the cities of America are built, okay? And once they are given the green light to wreak havoc, they're going to get to spoiling, okay? Like it tells in Isaiah the 13th chapter, they're not going to spare children. None of that, man, okay? The only thing that's going to keep you afloat and protected in those times is the Heavenly Father, man, okay? And nothing else. And this is truly something that our nation does not weigh in the balance. They don't consider. They err not knowing the scriptures, and it's ultimately because the Heavenly Father has not given them the vision, okay? And just like it tells in Proverbs 29 and, if I'm not mistaken, the 18th verse, where there is no vision, meaning what? When there is no, faith in the prophecies concerning the volume of the book, concerning Jacob's trouble, all right, mass death happening, the people perish, okay? And it's ultimately like a fear of the Heavenly Father, because they've adapted themselves too damn well in this society, to the point where they've put themselves in a very cushy position, all right? And once you're in that estate, you lose sight of what you're fighting for, man, okay? So let me read that again. Jeremiah 4:30. It says, and when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou clothest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with painting, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. Okay? That last minute, our people are going to do everything to cram what the servants and prophets have been telling them to do. All right? But guess what? It's going to be too late, man. Okay? The gates of mercy are going to be shut. All right? And the breaches of David are going to be fully breached in. All right? And that's when, pursuant to Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter, the message, all right, of a prophet being among you is going to echo. Okay? And Lord's will, myself, you brothers and sisters are not part of that number, man. Okay? But as we've been given the blessing to continue to remain in the ministry of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai and hold the profession that He's endowed us with, keep the faith, okay? Because where else are we going to go? You know? Understanding that these other nations don't love us, what else are we supposed to be doing, man? Okay? And it's fearing the Heavenly Father, keeping His commandments, and continuing to build a strong bond with Him, man. Okay? That's the only thing that's going to work. Why? Because according to the volume of the book, that's what our forefathers did when they were put in the same situations that we're going to be put forth in the future. And guess what? It worked. Okay? So when we see articles like this of, these fucking Edomites, excuse my language, when these Edomites give forth these, decrees and, advice to start piling up on candles, generators and things of that nature, there's nothing wrong with it, for brothers that have families, by all means, take heed to the message and do your thing, okay? But understand your main force, all right, is the Heavenly Father, okay? And whenever we see things like this, it should build up your faith, okay? Because we're living in times where all of our forefathers were yearning for, to be in, okay? The time where the Heavenly Father was going to start bringing forth true justice upon our nation and recompensing everybody according to their works, okay? We're living in some very beautiful times, all right? So right now we should continue to hold fast what the Heavenly Father has given us and not look back, man, okay? Now there was a certain part of this article that I wanted to read, but I had highlighted it too, but I ended up backing up and going to a different tab. So let me see here. Yep, right here. As a matter of fact, yeah, I'll just start from this part. It says, Dowden made the visit to coincide with his first annual risk and resilience statement, which he had promised to give last year when launching the government's UK resilience framework. As part of the statement, he announced the launch of a National Resilience Academy to help people and businesses prepare for future pandemics, okay? Showing you that they already know that something's gonna pop, okay? Natural disasters and cyber attacks. And is that not what's been happening in the world? All right? Cyber attacks happening all throughout 2023, okay? As well as natural disasters. All right? And throughout the world, there's nothing but, these new variants of just diseases coming out of nowhere, out of the woodworks, It says, the Deputy Prime Minister announced the plans in the House of Commons, claiming the Academy would help the whole of society prepare for the risks, okay? Meaning that they're trying to build up a bureaucracy, all right, in the country of the UK, where the people can have some kind of, aid when all hell breaks loose, okay? And it doesn't say it, but through the Spirit, it's going to be under the means of you taking that SHIP, man. Okay? This is where we're at. All right? Going back to the time of Moses, all right? Where he told the nation, choose ye this day life or death, okay? It's up to you whether or not to go down to Egypt for help, trust in their, carnal power, or trust in Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? Because guess what? They're both going to reap some reward. Okay? And through us that wholeheartedly believe in the doctrine of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, we understand the outcome of what each seed produces. Okay? And just like Apostle Arinam be saying, think about it, okay? Really think about it, man. All right? If you're still in a position where you wholeheartedly don't believe in this doctrine, pray, fast, do what you got to do to set your mind straight, okay? and get with the program of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, or not. Okay? Just like Apostle Paul said, let the ignorant be ignorant still. All right? You either get with it or you don't. All right? It says, so look, let me turn this car off. It says the Deputy Prime Minister announced the plans in the House of Commons in the Academy. Salak, yeah, it already. Nope. Right. Keep reading. It says claiming the Academy would help the whole of society prepare for the risks. Dowden listed Russia's invasion of Ukraine, cyber attacks, pandemics, the misuse of artificial intelligence, and extreme weather among some of the risks the UK faces. Okay? And those same risks fall into what country? Babylon the Great, but on a 10th level. Okay? Because this country is very hated amongst all the other nations. Okay? If anything, they're going to go for Babylon the Great first. All right? We'll see how it plays out, of course, in the movie The Heavenly Father. But all eyes are upon America, all right, amongst the other nations, to destroy this whore and ultimately fulfill the vengeance of the Heavenly Father. Okay? So like I said earlier, we're in a very beautiful time wherein the prophecies are going to be fulfilled. Okay? And as we see these things, all right, our mindset should be geared upon nothing else but, let me just read it. Psalms 130:5. I wait for Yahweh. My soul does wait, and in his word do I hope. My soul waited for the Lord more than they that watch for the morning. I say, more than they that watch for the morning. Okay? Talking about the watchmen that are 24/7 on their watchtowers. Okay? Let Israel hope in Yahweh, for with Yahweh there is mercy, and with him is plenteous redemption, and he shall redeem Israel from all his iniquities. Okay? Our mindset should be predicated upon that and nothing else, man. Having no other hope but upon the Heavenly Father, bringing forth that divine intervention upon those that wholeheartedly believe in his Son. Okay? So with that, Lord's will, this video was edifying and straight to the point. I don't want to make this too quick. But with that, giving all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh.